I'm finally back and filming. As you all know, school probably ended for most of you guys, as it just did for me. And I honestly was not going to start filming again. I don't know, I just went through a really difficult past year. My sophomore year was really difficult for me. I'm planning on filming a video on everything that happened and etc. But I had a really rough year, so making videos just wasn't a top priority for me this year. That's not the point. I'm back in filming, and right now I'm just finished filming this summer bronzy look, whatever I want to call it. It's just really bronzy skin and like little eye makeup, but it just looks really great, and this is a really great everyday summer makeup if you're wanting to do your makeup one day. And I wanted to start off with a tutorial because I don't normally do them as often, but I know you guys really love them. So again, I really want to film one. So I'm not going to talk too much, but all the products that I use in this video will be listed below. And it's so weird talking in front of the camera because it's been a really long time, but I promise I'll get used to it. But for the majority of the look, I use this new palette that's from Tarte. It's called the Aqualillies palette. Totally recommend this for the summer. Everything in here is waterproof, so this is really great if you want to just wear a little bit of blush or bronzer or a little bit of eyeshadow. And it looks like this. It has 6 eyeshadows, 1 full-size blush, a bronzer, a highlighter, and then like a nice huge mirror. And not only that, the packaging of course is adorable. Look at this, it looks like a seashell or like a mermaid tail kind of thing. But this is a really great palette, and I definitely recommend using that. So without further ado, let's get into this video. So to start off this look, I'm going to be taking a BB cream. This one's by Dr. Brandt, and I'm going to be just putting this a little bit on my hand, and I'm going to take a Real Techniques stippling brush. I love this for my face makeup, and I'm just going to take this and in a circular motion just stipple this onto my face. I really like this BB cream because it does give a good amount of coverage, but it doesn't feel like heavy or cakey on the skin. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to the eyes. So I'm going to start off by applying a base. This is just a Revlon Cream Shadow Quad. I'm going to take the lightest shade and just using my ring finger, I'm going to just place this on my eyes. And this will just help our eyeshadow to stay on a little bit better. If you have oily eyelids, I recommend you skip this step because this will crease on you. But if you don't, then this is a really good step to add. Okay, so next I'm going to be taking my Aqualillies palette from Tarte, and it just looks like this. It comes with a full-size blush, a highlighter, a bronzer, and then 6 shadows. So I'm going to start off by taking this shadow right here, and I'm going to take kind of like a crease kind of brush. This is just like a nice golden-y base color, and I'm just going to place this all over the lid of my eyes. And just do the same on the other side. This is just going to act as a nice base for the other shadows that we apply. And again, in the summertime, I don't like to have as much makeup on, so this is just really great. Okay, next I'm going to be taking the color next to it, and it's kind of more of a gold. It's a little bit of a deeper golden color, and I'm going to be placing this on the outer half of the eyelid. I'm using the exact same brush. So I'm just tapping off the excess and just placing this on the outer half of the eyelid. And I'm also going to take whatever's left over and just bring it into my crease. Okay, and then lastly I'm going to be taking the darkest color, which is this brown. And a little bit of this goes a really long way, so I'm just going to dab my brush into that ever so lightly. And I'm just going to take this and place this towards the outer corner. Now you can skip this step if you don't want like a little bit of a like smoky appearance, but I do. So I'm just going to take a little bit and just really blend this in nicely. And this just kind of helps to even out all the shimmer that we put on our lids because this is a matte shadow. If this one's a little bit too dark for you, you can actually take this lighter brown one over here and you could just sweep that in your crease, and that will also work as a nice way to balance out all the shimmer. It just looks really nice and natural and bronzy, so it's really pretty. Okay, next I'm going to be taking this Clinique liner, and it comes with a smudger, which is nice, and that's why I'm using this, and it's in Intense Chocolate. And I'm just going to take a little bit of this and place this ever so slightly on the outer corner of my lashes. It's alright if it doesn't look perfect because we're going to smudge this out in a second. And I prefer in the summer to use a brown liner instead of a black liner just because it's a little bit less harsh, but it still will define your eyes a little bit. So I'm just going to take the smudger and I'm going to smudge out the liner on the liner. I find with this liner, the quicker that you smudge it, the better because it does tend to set pretty quickly. Which is a nice thing because it stays in place all day, but I just recommend that you smudge it a little quicker. And then this next step is optional, but I'm going to be taking a colored liner. This one's from Ulta and it's in emerald. It kind of looks a little bit of a bluey greenish color. And I'm going to place this on the waterline of my eye. If you want, you can place this on your lower lash line, whatever you like. I just like this for a little bit of a pop of color on the eyes. So I'm just going to take this and apply this to my waterline. Alright, just like so, and it just adds a nice pop of color to your eyes. I figured I should zoom in a little bit just to show you what the eyes actually look like. And then I'm just going to finish this off with some mascara. Clearly, if you're going to go in the pool, use waterproof. But I love this mascara. This is my favorite. This is their Real by Benefit. So I'm just going to take this and apply this to my lashes. I really like this mascara because I find that you can like flare out your outer corner lashes because of the tip of the brush, so it's really nice. And what also what's really nice about the wand on this mascara is you can really do your under eyelashes really nicely. Alright, so now to finish off this look, I'm going to go back with my Aqualillies palette. So I'm going to be taking the bronzer that comes in the palette, and I'm going to be taking a big powder brush. I find I like to use powder brushes instead of precise bronzing brushes, just because it kind of gives more of that effortless bronze look, and you're most likely going to have a little bit more of like bronze skin in the summer. So I'm just going to take a little bit, tap off any excess, and I'm going to suck in my cheeks and apply it. And then just wherever else the sun would naturally hit your skin, so just on your jaw and then the bridge of your nose is good. Then I'm going to be taking a foundation brush, and I really like to use foundation brushes when applying powder highlighters. So I'm going to take the powder highlighter that comes in the palette, and I'm just going to get a little bit of this on my brush because it is a pretty pigmented highlighter. And I already have oily skin, so I don't like to apply too much, but a little bit looks really nice. I'm just going to apply this on. And then just taking my finger, I'm going to kind of blend it a little bit. But again, if you have really oily skin like me, you might just want to skip this step, but I find that it looks really nice. And then I'm going to go back with the big powder brush I was using for the bronzer, and I'm going to take the blush. It's really pigmented, so I'm just going to dab it ever so lightly into the powder. And I'm just going to put this on the apples of my cheeks. Just like so. Now, as you can tell, I have really oily skin. Maybe also just because I'm sitting in front of my window and the light is reflecting on me. So if you really wanted to, you could apply a loose powder to your face. I really like the Rimmel Stay Matte powder, but I find in the summertime I don't do it as often just because I like that natural, dewy look on my skin. But again, if you do feel like you need to powder a little bit, then go right ahead, but I'm going to skip that step. But to finish off this look, I'm going to be taking my Clinique Chubby Stick in Curvy Candy. It's just a really natural pink color. What's really nice about it is it's sheer at first, but you can really build the color up. And I'm just going to apply this on my lips. It's very moisturizing, so that's nice because you really don't need a chapstick. I hope you guys enjoyed this look. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys try this out. Again, I totally recommend picking up this palette for the summertime. It is absolutely amazing, and I hope you guys have a great day. I'll talk to you later. Bye!